Very good evening to you. Welcome to the Monday night edition of Sports Tonight. I am Yemi Adebayo. It gives me so much pleasure to welcome you to the show. There's a lot lined up for you. We're in that season, the Olympics strong in the air. The fever has hit everybody, not just the people in Brazil, but everywhere around the world. And some countries already are on the medal table. And of course, the question will be, when will Nigeria get on the medal table? Will we get on the medal table? I'm very sure that's a question on your mind. Well, mixed fortunes for Nigerian athletes, Nigerian representatives at the Olympics. We're here to discuss all of that for you on the show tonight. But of course, let me just pause a little and tell you that you can be part of everything that we're doing. We want you to be involved. Tonight is crucial. Your opinion, your thoughts, your suggestions, and your comments, all for us on the show tonight. Well, on Facebook, it is Channels iPhone Sports, and on Twitter, you can get across to us. It is Channels_Sports. All right. We're into that segment where we'll take you to Brazil. Just sit back, relax, and of course, we will tell you everything that is going on in Brazil. First, the biggest news coming out today is that the Russians will not participate in the Paralympics. It comes as a surprise because they got a reprieve from the International Olympic Committee. But of course, the Paralympic community did not see it that way, and they took a totally different decision. I think it's only fair that we allow you to listen to the IPC president, and we come back for more on Sports Tonight.
It is strongly of the view that the Russian Paralympic Committee is currently unable to ensure compliance with and the enforcement of the IPC's anti-doping code and the World Anti-Doping Code within its own national jurisdiction. Therefore, it cannot fulfil its fundamental obligations as an IPC member, and as a result, the IPC Governing Board has resolved to suspend the Russian Paralympic Committee with immediate effect. The facts really do hurt. They are an unprecedented attack on every clean athlete who competes in sport. The anti-doping system in Russia is broken, corrupted, and entirely compromised. Everything we have observed goes against the very spirit of sport and everything the Paralympic movement stands for. This is why we feel that we had no option but to take this action. Tragically, this situation is not about athletes cheating the system, but about a state-run system that is cheating the athletes. I believe the Russian government has catastrophically failed its para-athletes. Their medals over morals mentality disgusts me. The complete corruption of the anti-doping system is contrary to the rules and strikes at the very heart of the spirit of Paralympic sport. It shows a blatant disregard for the health and well-being of athletes, and quite simply has no place in Paralympic sport. Their thirst for glory at all costs has severely damaged the integrity and image of all sports, and has certainly resulted in a devastating outcome for the Russian Paralympic Committee and para-athletes.
All right. You could pick out a lot of things from what Philip Craven said in that place. Well, he talked about that the Russian system is broken and corrupted. He talked about medals over morals. And he also talked about the Russians not caring about the health and safety of their athletes. Well, in a swift response, the president of the IOC, that's International Olympic Committee, also reacted to this piece of news and says that the International Paralympic Committee had a different criteria that made them arrive at the decision to give Russia a blanket ban from the Paralympics. Same scenario, two different decision. So we allow you again, listen to Thomas Bach and come back for more on Sports Tonight.
As you say, it's a different situation and therefore a different decision. The IPC has just only one member federation in Russia. This you can compare, for instance, with the situation of the International Weightlifting Federation, where also the IOC accepted and helped and supported the decision to exclude a whole team because you had so many cases. And I think it's exactly this fact of the very different situations that Phil Craven, the chair of the IPC, supported in his capacity as member of the IOC decision, but then had a different decision in a different situation.
All right, okay, so you can come to your own conclusions with what you have seen from the International Paralympic Committee and, of course, the International Olympic Committee talking about Russia in the high of the storm. So you can talk to us, you can send us your comments, let us know how you feel about all of this. Some are even saying the decision is political. Do you believe that? Okay, we'll wait to see if it's truly political or not. Well, let's show you the medal table. Things have been happening is day 3 as we speak. So let's show you the medal table and you see what is happening. Well, United States of America on top. Well, at the bottom part there, you see that Nigeria is yet to win, but there is hope. But United States followed by Italy, China, Australia, South Korea, Hungary, Russia, Great Britain, Sweden, and Japan. Let's not forget that South Africa are already on the medal table, courtesy of Van der Borg's silver in swimming. So we'll be talking about all of that. But you can understand that the medal table keeps changing. But as it stands now, this is the way it is. But we'll give you more updates when we have them. All right, let me quickly, usually we do this segment alone, but we have a lot of interesting issues to discuss today, and so I have to bring my partners on the show, bring them in quickly, and let's talk about Team Nigeria at the Olympics. Let's look at the chances of getting on the medal table, the chances of giving a credible performance at the Olympics with the evidence that we have seen in the last few days. Can Nigeria go all the way? Can Nigeria get something from the 2016 Olympics right there in Rio, Brazil? All right, let me quickly introduce Tobi Adepoju. Nice to have you with us this lovely Monday evening. I know you're Wachukwu, sports editor of Sporting Life. It's always good to have you with us on Mondays and, of course, on Wednesdays. Guys, let's quickly talk about Nigeria. Let me start with Wachukwu. At any point, are you hoping to see us on that medal table?
Well, on paper, very slim chances, Yemi. But when you look at the performance of our wrestlers, you want to, say they could get, maybe silver or bronze. Before the Olympic Games, they went to a tournament, and even though Adekuroye, who we all felt should win gold in that championship, did not get gold, but that exposed them to what they should expect at the Olympic Games. And you also consider that in her weight category, there are a lot of world beaters.
Okay.
So for me, wrestling, very hopeful. The relay team is already depleted. The doping issue, disqualified our team. Table tennis, Oshunaike is already out. Efiam Odiong is out.
Okay, talk about Aruno. That's the bright spot.
Toriola is out. Expectedly, Aruno is doing well, and the reason is simple. He has been playing tours. In fact, the Chinese Taipei player he eliminated yesterday beat him black and blue at the German Open. So what it shows is that when you...
And he's ranked higher than Quadri.
And Quadri, when you attend tournaments, you cannot get better. And he's younger than Toriola. Toriola, this is his 7th Olympic Games, quite phenomenal. He was applauded even in defeat yesterday.
Having one of the best rallies.
Yes, so I think for him, it was a gallant performance. He started well, but he couldn't. I think his finishing was poor.
We'll be supporting this man all the way. Hoping that he gets to his next opponent is the German. So we'll see Team Ball. We'll see if we can go all the way. So let me get you talking about football. Dream Team. When we came in, we were discussing about the team that they are now off to Sao Paulo, where they're going to play their next one. But what's coming out of Brazil is that the coach is saying, I don't care anybody that I'm playing in the quarterfinals. A lot of people are already saying we might be facing Brazil. But he's saying, look, I don't care. Whoever it is, we're here to, play.
Yeah, the confidence is high now. After the first 2 games, you still top of the group. We've scored 6 goals. Though you consider
we're still going to qualify as group winners.
We're going to qualify as group leaders, no matter how the result against Colombia. And then you can say the confidence is high, like I said earlier. The players have currently believe in themselves. The coaches believe they can do it. In our first 2 games, they emerge as those favourites for this tournament. But you look at Brazil in their first 2 games, they struggled. I'm not sure that they've scored. I think they had 2 points from 2 games, and they are still hoping if they will get a good result in the last game to qualify. Just like I said, you don't need to put that fear into the players. Yes, if Brazil finish second, they might play us in the next round. And I mean, there's nothing the players should be scared of. Brazil should be scared of Nigeria because the players have won too much for themselves, and they really shown of brilliant stuff in this tournament.
Okay, all right. Let's quickly move on. Anton, we're still talking about that team. Let me get you talking. The sports minister came as a surprise. Read it on the NFF and also on their page, talking about the sports minister accepting responsibility for the travel itches that the team had. And of course, there are pictures circulating around the sports minister right there with the boys jubilating. I think now all distractions are totally out of the picture.
Yeah, better late than never. I think he should have done that earlier on. That would have settled the camp frayed nerves.
And quoting him, this is what he said: I want to apologize for the circumstances that led to your talking. He was talking to the 26th, to your late arrival here. I apologize because I am the head, and as such, I must take responsibility for everything that happens under my watch. End of quote. So that's it.
That settles it.
That settles it.
Yeah, I think he has done the right thing. Initially, he feigned ignorance that officially was not aware they were in Atlanta, which was not appropriate. But when a man realizes his mistake and apologizes, there's nothing you can do.
So no more bad blood.
I think the team will have to accept his apologies and move on. And now that they are winning, the spirit is high. The minister has apologized. So I think yes, the players would have felt badly treated, traveling very late to the venue, issues of match bonuses, issues of allowances. But I also read another press release from the minister's media aide that they are going to pay them all their allowances, and that's I think that settles it. So that the players will concentrate on the football.
Okay. We're going to go on a break, quick break now. We're still going to be talking about the Olympics when we return. We'll look at the chances of our team winning medals at the 2016 Olympics. Join us again.